The laughter around the dinner table froze me in place, though no one else seemed to notice. Forks scraped plates, wine glasses clinked, and the fireplace popped softly in the corner. Yet I heard something that hollowed out my chest. "He'll fit in perfectly," her mother said with a grin, tilting her glass toward the young man sitting too close to my wife. "Fit in perfectly." The words sliced through the warmth of Christmas night, leaving me cold despite the fire burning behind me. I blinked hard, convinced I'd misheard, but when I glanced at Anna, my wife of 7 years, I saw it. The quick smile she shot him, the way her hand brushed his arm as if the touch meant nothing. Except it wasn't nothing. It was everything. I sat there, chewing meat I couldn't taste, listening to them talk over me, around me, as if I were already fading into the background. The young man, Ethan, laughed at their jokes, answered questions about his career, his travels, even his plans for the future. All the while, Anna's family leaned in, eyes sparkling, voices warm with approval. Approval I used to earn. I gripped my glass, my knuckles turning white, fighting the urge to interrupt, to demand an explanation. But I couldn't. Not here, not in front of everyone. My heart pounded, my mind racing back over the last few months, small things I'd brushed aside. Anna working late. Anna guarding her phone. Anna saying she felt distant, that she needed space. I had told myself it was stress, that the holidays made her restless. I wanted to believe her when she kissed me goodnight with lips that didn't linger the way they used to. I wanted to believe because the alternative was too brutal. But tonight, sitting at her parents' dining table, I saw the truth unwrap itself in front of me like a cruel gift. Her family adored him. They had already made room for him. And I was still there, invisible, choking on turkey and betrayal. "Ethan," her father boomed, raising his glass. "You've got ambition. That's what we like. Reminds me of myself when I was your age." Everyone laughed. Except me. I caught Anna's eyes then, just for a second. She looked away too fast, her lashes dipping, her cheeks pink as if guilt had brushed them. That was when the knife twisted deeper. She knew I had heard. The rest of the dinner blurred. Plates changed, laughter swelled, conversations splintered into smaller groups. I heard none of it. I was drowning in silence, trapped behind a smile I forced onto my face. When the evening finally wound down and coats were gathered, Anna leaned close, her perfume brushing against me. "Are you okay?" she whispered, too soft for anyone else to hear. I stared at her. My wife. My partner. My betrayer. "Just tired," I muttered. On the drive home, the silence between us was suffocating. Streetlights flashed across her face, revealing her biting her lip, fiddling with her phone, turning away from me. My hands clenched the steering wheel so hard my arms ached. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, to ask how long she'd been planning my replacement. But I couldn't force the words past the lump in my throat. When we pulled into the driveway, she spoke first. "You were quiet tonight. You noticed?" My voice cracked sharper than I meant. Her eyes flicked toward me, wary. "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means," I said slowly, "I'm wondering when you were planning to tell me." Her breath caught. "Tell you what?" "That your family's already setting me aside. That you've found someone they'd rather see at your side." The silence that followed was worse than any denial. She didn't rush to defend herself. She didn't laugh it off, didn't call me crazy. She just sat there, her hands curling in her lap, her gaze fixed on the dashboard. Finally she whispered, "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." The words crushed me. Not supposed to happen like this. Not a denial. A confession. "How long?" I asked, my voice breaking. "Months," she said, barely audible. "It started as comfort. You've been distant and I." "Don't you dare," I snapped, my chest burning. "Don't you dare blame me for this." Her tears welled, but they didn't soften me. They only blurred my vision, twisting my love for her into something sharp and jagged. Inside the house, I sat on the edge of the bed while she stood in the doorway, wringing her hands. She looked small, fragile, like the woman I once swore to protect. But she wasn't fragile, she was deliberate. Every message, every lie, every secret dinner had been a choice. "Do you love him?" The question tore out of me before I could stop it. Her lips parted, but no sound came. Then she closed her eyes, and her silence was the loudest answer of all. That night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling, the shadows shifting like ghosts above me. Memories of us. Our wedding vows, our first apartment. The nights we stayed up laughing until dawn, played like a cruel film in my head. I wanted to rewind, to find the moment where it all started to unravel. But no matter where I looked, the ending was always the same. Morning light seeped through the blinds, and I realized something with a clarity that hurt more than the betrayal itself. She hadn't just cheated on me. She hadn't just fallen for someone else. She and her family had already written me out of the story, as if I were nothing more than a placeholder, keeping her seat warm until the real man arrived. The man they toasted to last night. The man who fit in perfectly. I rose, my chest hollow but steady. Anna stirred, reaching for me, but I stepped back. Her touch, once my anchor, now felt like quicksand. I won't stay where I'm not wanted, I said quietly, my voice calm in a way that terrified us both. Her face crumpled, but I didn't wait to hear her pleas. I walked out, each step heavy, final. The cold air outside bit into me, but it felt cleaner than the suffocating warmth of her lies. As I drove away, the house shrinking in my rearview mirror, I understood the truth I had tried so hard to avoid. Sometimes betrayal doesn't come as a storm. It comes dressed in holiday cheer, served with wine and laughter, whispered across a table while you're sitting right there, watching them plan a future where you no longer exist. And there's no cruelty sharper than that.